friends. I have one of our last stories of the year to share with you today, and it's called, I'll show you the cover, Little Worlds. Now, I drew this picture of the earth up here because I think that most of us know that there is a great big world out there, right? And the world has lots of things in it. It's got lots of things for us to see and enjoy. It's got lots of trees, right? It's got little wombats roaming around that are super cute. Lots of adorable animals that are pitter-pattering around and eating things off the ground. And it's got, one of my favorite things. It's got taco stands, right? So it's kind of like that. And there's like lots of delicious fillings on top. I'll bring this closer so you can see. What else is in the world? Well, you know what? We've got lots and lots of waterfalls flowing down and rivers going all over the place. And there's so much to see and do in the world. Now this summer might look a little bit different because we might not be able to go out to all the taco stands or go wombat watching or go to that waterfall that we've been dreaming about. But guess what? I've got great news. And this is what our book is about today. Not only is there a whole world outside for us to look at and interact with, but today's book is about something different. Did you know that in addition to being a whole world outside you, there is a whole world inside you? Yes. And I'll tell you some of the things that are in that world inside you. Well, for one, you've got all your feelings. You've got happiness, sadness. You've got surpriseness. You have a whole range of feelings inside you. Now, that's not all. You also have, and I'll draw a cool light bulb here, because you also have all of your ideas inside you. So everything that you're seeing and smelling and touching and interacting with, that's giving you lots of ideas. And those ideas usually get said by, there's something inside you that has like a little voice. I'm going to draw it like a little bug. And it says things, right? This is your inner voice that tells you all your ideas and your feelings and all that kind of stuff. Now you also have your hopes, and you got your dreams, and you got your wishes. All right? So, and you have your pretendings. So this summer, and this is what this book is about, I want you to think about the whole world that you have inside of you and get in touch with that little voice and get in touch with your feelings and get in touch with all your ideas and your hopes and dreams, because sometimes the world outside is so big and there's so many voices out here that it makes it hard to hear all the things in here. But today's book, like I said, is about your own little world that every single person, and not just people, even animals have this inner world inside them. Everybody's got their own little world. And I love that they've included cats and owls and dogs, and even snakes have their own little world, right? So let's take a peek inside all of these little heads and bodies and see what their hopes are, what their wishes are, what their ideas are. Because each person's is different and super special. And it's really important that you get in touch with it and you know what it sounds like, right? So that way we can develop it and feed it and know what makes that little voice, that little world inside of us happy. This is called Little Worlds by Geraldine Collet. Little worlds. Look at all those little heads inside that house. And lots of words are coming out. Well, it's a well-known fact that everybody has their own little world. Did you know that? And let's take a closer look at some of these people. This guy, he's definitely in his own little world. He looks determined to get wherever he's going. And this person looks like they're in a big rush, like maybe they forgot something at home. And look up here. There's two people having a party kiss. This person's definitely in their own world. They've made their own hat that looks like a cat. Let's venture over here a little bit. You can just imagine what's going on with every single one of these people. They all have different feelings. They're all thinking about different things. And they're all having their own little world. Now let's meet some people. This is Pablo. When Pablo wants to leave the earth, he climbs way up to his lair. Perched in his treehouse, he listens to the birds singing, and the world below seems even more beautiful to him from all the way up here. So this is Pablo's own little world, and he's most happy when he's up here listening to all those birds singing for him. What a beautiful tiny world. Oh, look here. This is Marion, and can you tell what she likes to do? Marion likes to build her tent in the middle of the living room. No one may enter without her permission, except for Fifi. Can you tell who Fifi is? Most of all, Marion loves to spend her afternoons in her cozy place, purring along with Fifi. And look, she even built Fifi a special place. This is her own little world where she can build her own things and think her own thoughts. With Fifi, of course. Oh, now we have another set of builders here. Bam! Clang! Who's making all that noise? I see. It's Frank and Melvin. Busy in their grandfather's workshop, they invent machines that can do everything. And what might this mysterious one do? Any guesses? So they're in their own little world, building together. And I'm sure this started as an idea inside their heads, and now they're working together using tools to make it real. A wood shop is definitely a good little world to be in. Ooh, I like this one maybe most of all. This little world is inside a hollow log. Leo loves animals so much that it's not unusual to find him talking to them. He is curious about everything tiny, and even the smallest ant can become his friend. Do you ever talk to animals? They're very kind and they're very good listeners. So I really like nature and the animal world. That's a good tiny world to be in. Oh, look here. This is Clara. Clara escapes by watching the stars. She travels the universe and imagines everything that she could do. She's often told that her head is in the clouds. And without a moment's hesitation, she replies, "Yes, not yet, but soon." I think she's maybe dreaming of being an astronaut and traveling way up in the air, so her head will really be in the clouds. But thinking about these things is what makes Clara happy, right? She is happiest when she's dreaming about things that she likes, outer space and the whole universe. This is Arthur. Colors and shapes are different in Arthur's world. He imagines the sky jumping into the sea in a swirl of indigo and purple. When he's asked what he sees, he smiles because he knows that far away, a seagull is delighted. So he's imagining lots of colors and shapes. The sky jumping into the sea. What a cool picture. What a cool thing to imagine. Oh, now this is something I'm sure you've all done before. Pretending, right? Watch out. Martin wears his night costume. No dragons can escape his cardboard sword. Yeah, how many of you have put on a costume before and pretended that you were a knight or a chef or a princess or a lizard? Pretending is a super important part of your inner world. Oh, beautiful. Look at this plant. And I see somebody planting seeds. A little seed here, a little seed there. Samuel hopes that an enormous bouquet will bloom. Planting seeds would be a good activity this summer. Oh, okay, I know I've said this before, but this is my favorite page for sure this time. As for Lily, books are what take her far away. Every turn of the page is a new life, so don't be surprised if she lingers a little bit in the bookstore. So, when we read a book, we are really getting in touch with our inner world because we're looking at the pictures and we're listening to the words and we are making a movie in our brain, our own inner world, right? And we're picturing what happens inside our mind. And that's what Lily's doing here. Malik and Simon dream of a world without war. They hope to live in peace before they grow up. So they have dreams too. And it's important to be able to dream it. Otherwise, it can't be real, right? We have to dream of peace before it can actually happen in the world. We have to know that's what we want. And there they are, still playing, right? And when they all come back from their little worlds, they keep a wish in their hearts to build a better one together, here and elsewhere. So the great part about going into your inner world is you get in touch with what's really important and what you love the most and what makes you the most happy. And when you come back to the bigger world, you bring those gifts with you and you share them with the world. And that is the end of Little Worlds. Look, it looks like each house is a teeny tiny world too. Each one is a little bit different. All right, friends. I had so much fun reading Little Worlds to you. I hope you can draw a picture and tell me a little bit about your little world or a little world you want to create this summer while you're with your families. And we will get together this week and we will talk about some books that you can read over the summer for our summer reading program. All right, friends, I will see you soon. Bye.